I just nailed one of my fastest and biggest trades on SPX today. And we made over 1200% on a lotto trade based off the inflection points and my model. Today, I'm going to show you a case study about when the stars align and you need to take advantage of this situation. Now, this massive win is partly due to luck because Trump tweeted the exact time I called out this particular trade. But the reality is that the inflection points work and everything worked all in tandem, which pretty much gave me the confidence to know that we were going to bottom and we wanted to swing a bunch of trades. So this is also very helpful for anyone that wants to learn how my inflection point system works. And it gives you context in terms of when is a good idea to buy and when is a good idea to sell. So let's get straight into it. So what you guys see right here is my daily chart. Now my daily chart is very helpful because it allows me to focus on where the concentration zone is. This is one reason why we decide to play calls multiple times. So I want to go over the trades with you one by one and then explain the context with each and every trade. So with the help of these concentration zones, we know exactly where the expected potential close would be on the S&P 500. And these reports and numbers comes out before even the market opens, right? So you guys can see right over here, I gave that the market would be neutral. I mentioned many times that it will be very choppy here. As you guys is likely to be chop sideways market. We gave our level 1 bearish, which was exactly on the bottom right over here. And that contributed to one of my biggest wins here. But overall, what we had done is that let's go over step by step from the beginning of the day here and till the end of the day and all the trades that we called out. So this morning, we decide to buy Google right off the bat here, okay? And the main reason is we discussed this during our morning call and we mentioned that Google has an opportunity to really move here, right? So we discussed that particular trade in this because Google has a new Gemini model releasing tomorrow and major funds are going to be buying. So we took that particular trade and then pretty much we nailed over 100% on that particular trade. While we were waiting for that trade, we placed an order to buy this SPX 7420 call at 2. At that time, this was going for 8. This is a definition of my A+ setup trade. Now, you guys can see that this was at open. So market open was around over here. And we knew that we liked the 6420 calls because we knew that SPX hit a high at around 7430. This was after the fact. And this was within our concentration zone because my concentration zone said SPX likely closes within 15 points plus or minus of this 7405, which is exactly where the market had closed. So by looking at the right strike, we knew what was the best entry and we knew that time decay and the chop would pretty much kill it, right? So we tried to get this NOW, that didn't fill. We bought this IGV, and this IGV pretty much was based on this chart over here. We recognized that there was strength in the software side. So we bought this with the potential that it could get through this. Now, this level 1 is very tough. So it stopped right at my level 1. I should have personally waited for a little bit of a discount, but I wasn't worried because I knew that it would have get through and we would probably see a breakout on this IGV, right? Which is a good indication that software is going to be leading. We bought this ASTS as well. And if you guys look at this map here as well, this ASTS, we got this because it was at my level 1 bearish inflection point right over there. So we knew that this was a good entry point. You could see that this level held and it popped exactly right off that number. Okay, so you can see right here, these numbers are given to people before the start of the week, and we always nail them. Okay, so we got that reason. We're still waiting for that to cook. I told people that if my 7420 fills, you can buy this particular trade as well. We got the fill on 7420s, and we immediately made over 55% in literally 5 minutes, guys. So that's the benefit of these A+ trades. We sold that SPX call, banked that 55%. And we took the SanDisk 1500 call over here. Main reason over here, once again, guys, because it hit my level 1 bearish support. You guys can see right over there, bounce right off that. And look at that nice little juicy pop right there, okay? Once again, numbers are given before the start of the week here, okay? And if you guys don't believe me, you can always look over here find the chart or even go in my dashboard and you will find that for yourself. Okay. Where we call out our numbers before it even happens. Okay. So I have to scroll through this. So here it is. We found a SanDisk chart over here. And you guys can see that level one bearish was at around 1283. And this, of course, is timestamped yesterday, 7:30. No edits done whatsoever. Same thing with, we didn't buy MU, but we were, because we already have it, but it still bounced off this put wall over here. And you can see that put wall is given to members 670 right over there. So it bounced right there. And these numbers are perfect. Okay. So going back into the plays over here, once we did that, we decided to get this SPX 7390 call at 1.75. I said expect zero. But the main reason for that as well is we mentioned that, as you guys can see, like a lot of the times, we do give explanation as well. But we had brought that particular trade simply because this SPX concentration zone was at 7405. So we knew that if we bought the dip around here and it rips, that trade has a huge potential to really pay us, right? So that was the whole concept for that particular trade. And as we go through this here as well, after selling Google, we got the fill on that again. We then sold that SPX on this massive rip from this level one bearish support, and it ran all the way to the WAP, which is where I cut my position. This is on a 30-minute chart. So if you're looking for a 5-minute, we took this in under 5 minutes in this one candle. I sold it right at this WAP here, which gave me $20 on this from 1.7 to $20. And it wasn't just me that made money off this. A lot of members banked huge, thousands of dollars were made off this particular trade, all because of we got a strong bounce right on the number. We then had bought the 7550 calls, which then hit over 50% return. And you guys can see that right over there as well. So tons of winners in the room. Our SanDisk play hit over 30% as well. Google, we already banked off that, but we added it again. And the SPX managed. So every single time that I showcase my winners and losers as well, guys, but you see right over here, we have numerous wins continuous all the time. So with this report here, you see that the concentration zone is very helpful to our success. Okay. And we pretty much mentioned the base case, and we said that the 6360 zone is where you'd probably see a strong support if the bearish case happens. Now, if you look at this map over here, the stars were simply aligned. SPX was near its put wall. We wanted to get calls. QQQ hit this level one bear 699. We had to get calls. Okay. So we know that now going forward, we can really rip. IWM hit this level two bearish bounce. So IWM likely won't be as strong as SPX and all that, but we're watching that very carefully. You see that SMH stopped on this 200-day moving average. So everything was at a critical support, and that's why we decided to take calls. ARM over here also bounced off near our level one bearish support. Dell was just in our chop range. It was at a critical support. So many stocks were at critical supports, and we knew that it was time to buy the dip and literally rip off that. Okay, because the news wasn't so bearish, but now that Trump has pretty much confirmed that he's delaying his attack once again, the market looks like it's going to recover back to the highs potentially. So you got to understand how to play Trump market. He likes to get aggressive during times of weakness. So you really have to make sure that you know when's the best time to buy. And I have the perfect model that allows me to determine all of that information. So I hope you guys enjoy this post-market recap. We are bullish this entire week, and we believe that the market can really go. I bought Friday SPX calls because I believe that we are likely to probably go in this estimated weekly high. We're probably going to see new all-time highs this week with NVIDIA earnings, with the Micron CEO talking, with Google, Gemini releasing their potential new model going into tomorrow. There's so many damn catalysts that you have to make sure that you know when's the perfect time to buy. How my leveling system works is that when put premiums reach a very expensive point, we know that writers are going to start writing premiums and call premiums become cheaper. With the help of this model, level one bearish is usually the best time to buy, especially on a Monday or Tuesday, because premiums are very exponentially expensive. And that's where we see things going moving forward. So we hope you guys enjoy this. We'll see you in the next one. And like always, let's get that money.